And I am actually really surprised that you guys started out with live, being that you're doing a pay-as-you-can model, right? Normally, the whole goal with a pay-as-you-can is try to get your cost as low as possible so you can put this out and scale it to as many people as possible. And doing that live is really hard because you got to pay for that instructor. And these guys are expensive because they're qualified and they know what they're doing, right?
So that's one of the fun facts. We have former SANS instructors that are doing this. Like, my big brother, Chris Brenton, who taught the firewall perimeter protection class at SANS and was a fellow. He does his class, Pay What You Can. Joff Thayer, who taught all kinds of classes in Python for SANS, and myself are doing it. And a couple of things. One, dude, guys, the energy of teaching 3,000 people, and they're all on Discord. And then they go into this, it's like this weird thing where like, we're going to make John laugh with SpongeBob SquarePants memes while I'm teaching. Like, I'm getting choked up thinking about it. It's magic. And when we started the Pay What You Can, we started it and it had a lot to do with scholarships. It had a lot to do with diversity. So we're always fighting this thing in the industry of how do we get more diverse people, different race, religions, sexuality, color, like whatever, because diversity of thought is important. And no one ever really talks about why. Like, everyone's like, diversity is important. Why? And they're like, because I saw it on a bumper sticker. But the reason why diversity is so important is because I'm just going to use some examples. Look at music. If you look at pop music, it sucks. It's bad. If you look at any huge explosion in music, it's always a fusion of different things. Like, you'll take Celtic music and you'll fuse it with like African blues, and you start coming out with like harder rock and roll, or you do a lot of acid and you come out with, Pink Floyd. But the point is, whenever you have diversity in art, whenever you have diversity in music, you come up with things that you didn't even know could exist, and you can solve problems. So with diversity, everyone's like, scholarships. And that's great for the people that get the scholarships. Doesn't change the damn game at all. You give a few scholarships to people of a certain group or whatever, and then you do the photo op. Look at us. We're diverse. Doesn't change the game. But when you do Pay What You Can, wherever you're coming from, wherever socioeconomic status, whatever race, religion, creed, sexuality, whether you're coming out from the mountains of South Dakota and you haven't taken a bath in weeks, or you're coming from the inner city in Chicago
and haven't bathed in weeks.
It's always about money. Always. The gate is money.
Yeah.
And we remove that gate, and damn it, let's change the game. But the weird thing is, getting to your point with this long-winded rounded thing, and I had a point, I'm sorry, I just kind of forgot it for a second. But the point of all of it is, when we did that and we got those thousands of people, I made more in 4 days than I did in an entire year of teaching for SANS.
Which is no small ticket item.
Yeah.
No, well, there's a big difference between what you pay and what instructors get paid.
Yeah.
Let's not get into that, okay? But the point of it is, we found by doing that, we were actually still able to make money. But like you said, it's a scale game. How many people can you get in, and what's the average per seat? And honestly, we started, it was like, I think it was averaging like $20 or something like that per student. And what happened is, we had a whole bunch of people that took it and they're like, I feel really bad because I didn't pay you anything. Can I come back and pay? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, not a problem. And now we're averaging about $100 to $150 per student is what we're making on some of our classes. And that's not huge money, but dude, if it changes their life and it helps keep the lights on, let's keep doing it. That rocks.
Yeah.